Hi guys. So, this morning I still haven't taken my meds. I set up my auto transfers for January. A couple of them I set up to start this month. So, my auto transfers into my banking account sinking funds. And you know what? Let's get up and show you what I did. So, I also made, here in my cash book, I made a bunch of new pages. So I figured that I would start 2018 with fresh pages. So like if you look at, for example, this page is for my emergency fund. Like it's almost full. And that's like emergency fund. So I think what I'll do is just every year start a new fresh one. An example is, see, on this filled up page, that's my medical dental. And then on this other page by the green tab, like under the green tab, that's like my car fund has moved on to the next page. So it's time to change the pages. So what I did is let me get to a page. So I set up, that was December. Okay. So I set up a page for each account. So I've got my for 5 savings accounts. I have my, let's put a marker in this before I start counting with my fingers. I've got my checking account. That's where the money comes and goes from. I have my personal savings account, which is my over-unders, and in 2018, I'm also going to put my gift money at $65 a month in there. That's like Christmases, birthdays, random extra things that come up, like, you know, graduations, baby showers, things like that. So I won't have to stress out and feel bad about not being able to get stuff like that for people. Not that I should feel stressed out, but, you know, our society says that we have to give people gifts all the time. Anyway, so my personal savings, I have a bank account for my emergency fund, which I am going to be adding my giving money to that. My giving money is the money that's going to go towards a charity-like thing, whether it's buying coats for kids in my community or maybe next fall doing another batch of haircuts, or maybe doing like haircuts a couple times a year. But I'll be putting that into my emergency fund account also. What else? There's my car insurance. That one is just my car insurance. I don't have anything extra in that one. My car account has fuel, repairs and maintenance, and I'll be starting a replacement, like a vehicle replacement fund in that. So that's 3 things in one account. So with that one, it's $100 a month to fuel. What's left over goes over to the maintenance side. And then I set it up that I'm putting money into car replacement. $25 a month into replacing my car. Just not a lot of money. Yeah, it's not a lot of money at all. It's only like, what, maybe $400 at the end of the year. takes 4 months to make 100. Yeah, $300. Anyway, so any of my leftovers from my fuel for the month will go into my repair, replace, or maintenance and repairs up to $500, and then anything over $500 will start going into my car replacement. And then what is my other one that I've got? So I've got, let's see, personal savings. That's my gifts and my over-unders. My car is my fuel, my repair, and my replace. Insurance is just insurance. Oh, and my medical dental. I've got that split up between medical and dental. So for 2018, I'm going to maintain $200 for medical. And I've already got the money set aside for my ADHD clinic classes. And then everything else is going into dental. If I use any of my medical, I will pay back into my medical and then get back into paying into my dental. So what I did here in my cash book is I split everything by the area. So this one is emergency fund and giving. I doubt my emergency fund is going to save very much or change very much. So I've got a page just for giving. Terrible spelling. I've got a page for my insurance at $75 a month. My medical dental for medical. Medical dental for dental. Car maintenance and repairs. The goal is to get $500 into it, and it will be funded by my overages or under usage of my fuel. My car replacement fund, which is a new to me car. The goal is $6,000. I don't know. I hope my car can last that long, but hopefully my teeth will be fixed soon and I'll be able to put more money into that and get a good buffer. Like, I think if I had like $300 or $400, I would feel comfortable, but $6,000 is a really good used car around here. And then I have an account or a page for my fuel, car fuel. And then basically at the end of every month, which is the 14th, 15th of the month is when I pay into it, so I count that as the end of the month. I will take this back down to a zero balance, and whatever balance was left over will go into my maintenance fund. Savings, my personal. This is where I'm tracking my over-unders. I am automatically transferring $25 a month into this. That way I don't have to be like, oh, what were my overs and my unders and my blah, blah, blahs. It's not a lot of work. It was interesting to see how that worked out. And yeah, I was able to save a good bit of money a couple times. I also used a lot of the money a couple times. So I think that if I do $25 a month, that's less than I was putting in, well, a little bit around / less than, because in, what was that, October, November, I put in like almost $200 into it. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Anyway, but so that is just like, I just set it up as an automatic transfer now. Before it was I had to do the math. And then I have my gifts. So what I did was I went into my bank, my online banking, and I went to transfers, manage transfers, and then I set up these automatic transfers. So I set up for the beginning of the month, because in 2018 I've basically chopped the top off of all of my income. So kind of like how I did with the over-unders in 2017, I counted my paycheck as $1,800, and then whatever was over that was considered over-under. But in 2018, I'm going to call it $1,700. 100 of that is going to go towards my, basically my Stomp It goal, which right now is my teeth. And then whatever's over that $100 will be part of the over-under. But I'm not doing over-under like that anymore. I'm doing $25 a month into that account. So anyway, so I've got, I just went in and I set it up so that every time that I get income, so I've got my disability on the 1st and my paycheck on the 15th. And a couple days after that, the money automatically transfers out. So in January, a few of these are set up for December. But excuse me. Oh my gosh, my throat is all congested. So on the 3rd, this is the page I'm looking at. On the 3rd, I've got $60 transferring to my medical dental for my teeth. On the 16th, I've got $100 transferring. Also on the 16th, I have $50 going to my medical to build that up to, what was that? 200. But I'm just going to keep $50 a month going into it until I get up to 500. That's kind of like the goal. Next, I have my insurance that is starting in December. That one's going to be $75. Oh, and in the medical dental, starting in December, transferring $50 instead of, I don't even remember what I was transferring. Netflix, student loans, nope, $40. So it's only $10 more. Okay, so $50 starting in December. And then next, we're on the 3rd batch down by the hole, just above the hole. That's car. And on the 16th, I have $100 going for fuel, and and $25 going to my replacement, car replacement. And yes, I have those set up as 2 separate transfers so that it will trigger my brain to remember that stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. But I could totally make it $125 one transaction. But it's easier to edit the little transactions if I only have to edit one instead of keeping track of all the other things. But anyway, whatever. And then just below the hole is gifts going to my personal savings, set up for the 16th at $65. And then my personal savings starting in December on the 16th of every month, I've got $25 going. My personal savings so far has been kind of like online purchases. So if I want to buy something for myself on Amazon, and it has also, for example, when I had to put my cat down, it buffered my emergency fund. But soon I'll have a good sized pet emergency fund, and I won't have to worry about that so much. But yeah. So that's what I got done today. I set up the automatic transfers for my banking accounts starting in January. So 2018 is ready to start taking care of itself. Yeah. So, tomorrow, today's the 14th. Tomorrow is payday. I will be going to the bank. I got an insurance refund right there. $33. $33.32 for my car insurance refund. I'm going to put that into my car replacement fund. Right now, when I wrote in the balances in my cash book, the red ledger book, I just took the balance of my car fund, subtracted $100, and called that my repair and maintenance fund. I think that's how I did it. Let me double check before I just start spouting things. And then I also subtracted for my studded tires. Medical, dental, car maintenance and repair. Yeah, I set it up as my balance as 100 plus my studded tires. I went and got a quote. I got a quote for, sorry, I'm like moving you guys around, just the studded tires, and that was $660. And then I went and got a quote with wheels because that's a pain in the butt. So to get it with wheels is $860 or $850 or something like that. So it's like $50 a wheel for my car. So on the 15th, I will have enough money to be able to go and buy those studded tires. And yeah, so that's what I'll do first off, is go buy wheels and studded tires, and have them ready to go when it becomes time to put them on. So in Oregon, we have to run aluminum studs, and they wear out. Maybe not annually, but pretty close for a lot of people. But I'm not putting like mega miles on my cars. But if I have them mounted and ready to go, if, you know, the fan gets turned on and somebody's standing on the wrong side of it and poops themselves, I can change out my own tires. That's fine. That's easy. It's just a jack and a wrench. Maybe I don't have the stuff to torque the tires, but I can swing by and say, hey guys, can you guys check the torque on my lug nuts for me, please? And they'll do that, because it takes them 5 minutes. If that. Not even. Anyway, so yeah, just having them mounted and ready to go, that means I just pull in, they do a big swap, takes them like all of 10 minutes. Much better than having to unmount and mount new wheels. It's easier on the side, the bead of the tires, to not have the equipment like mushing them around all the time. So that will be good. Yeah, and then I'll just like have a kit and I'll be ready to go with my little truck. So, yeah, I think I will buy those probably on the 15th. If not on the 15th, then on the 16th, which is Saturday. and or maybe I'll order them. I don't know if they even have them in. And then I will start transferring money around. I'm gonna end up with, after I pay my insurance, changing subjects a little bit, after I pay my renter's insurance and my 6 months of car insurance, plus only having $75 going in to my insurance fund in December, I will have $200 and something, $211.52. So I'll bring that account down to $25. Starting on January, it will start transferring $75 a month. That is an overestimate. I think I only needed like $73.50 a month when I did all the math. You take your car insurance and make it 12 times, or figure out how much your car insurance and your renter's insurance is each month, and then I round it up to $75 anyway. So I'm going to take that extra money out of there, and just like this insurance refund check, it's going to go into my car replacement fund. So that will bring me up to $270 something, $280 to get a new to me car. It's gonna be slow going. After that, it's only $25 a month going into it. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. I don't really know too much of what will be happening for like my tax refund. I don't know how much that's going to be. I think definitely when I get tax refunds, state tax and federal tax, I will most likely be putting that into my dental fund just to get that filled out faster. So, yep, and that'll be on this page's thing. I will keep track of how much money I've put in compared to how much money the balance is in there. And then the goal for the amount of money to put in will be, I think it's like 7,000 something. I don't remember what I needed for. I think 8,000 is what I'm aiming for. The goal is $8,000, and it will probably take me more than just this year, but the tax refund will help, because that might be like another, it was almost $1,000 last year that I had to end up paying back because I had gotten credit cards settled on. That screwed up my income somehow. And then this year I got the same credit card that I settled on. The bank that I use, Navy Federal Credit Union, they paid me back like $12,000. Not complaining. However, I don't know what that's going to do to my income for 2017. So I still might not even get a refund. I might have to pay a refund, and that'll suck. So I think that if I have to pay a refund, I will use that money, that $12,000, to pay that refund, because it's the reason why I didn't get my money. So that'll be that goal. Other than that, I'm not touching that money that's in my whole other banking institution. Yeah, fun. Anyway, so this is like a half-hour long video. Auto transfers, set up a way in my cash ledger book to keep track of what's going on in the various categories within my various savings accounts. Money going back. Extra money in my car insurance. Yep. So 2018 is looking up. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. All right. Bye, guys.